In the high-stakes world of American motocross, championship titles are often credited to riders. But behind every great rider is a manager pulling the strings, solving problems, and guiding the team through the chaos of a 17-round Supercross season and the grueling summer of pro motocross. These are the minds behind the teams, the leaders behind the levers, the team managers of U.S. motocross. Mitch Payton, the godfather of the 250 class. Before the trophies, before the iconic green bikes, Mitch Payton was just a fast kid from Southern California with dreams of desert racing glory. But at 17, a crash left him paralyzed, and what could have been the end became the beginning of something bigger. From a small performance shop in Corona, Mitch started tuning engines. Word spread fast. And soon, the Pro Circuit logo wasn't just a sticker, it was a warning. By the early 90s, with Kawasaki's backing, Mitch had built a race team that didn't just compete with the factories, it beat them. The names that came through his program are legends: Jeremy McGrath, Ricky Carmichael, Ryan Villapoto, Adam Cianciarulo. If you rode for Pro Circuit, you were expected to win. No excuses, no shortcuts. Mitch isn't a cheerleader. He's blunt, intense, and all business. But riders will tell you, when Mitch believes in you, you believe in yourself. And that's the real power behind Pro Circuit. Decades later, he's still here. Still building bikes, still building champions, still the gold standard in the 250 class. Bobby Regan, the silent force behind star racing. If Mitch is the godfather, Bobby Regan might be the general. Owner of Monster Energy. Yamaha Star Racing, Regan quietly built Star into a juggernaut, winning titles with Cooper Webb, Dylan Ferrandis, and now nurturing the future with Hayden Deegan. Though rarely seen in the spotlight, Regan's aggressive approach and massive investment in the team's Cairo, Georgia facility have redefined what a private team can achieve. Rich Simmons, the new commander of Star's 450s. In 2025, after Jeremy Coker's departure to Triumph, former crew chief Rich Simmons took the reins of the 450 program. A calm but calculated figure, Simmons is now tasked with leading riders like Eli Tomac and Justin Cooper through the most competitive class in the sport. Jensen Hendler, the man managing the chaos of the 250s. On the 250 side, Jensen Hendler continues to manage the deep and drama-filled star racing roster. From Deegan to Anstey to Pierce Brown, Hendler balances pressure and potential in every decision he makes. Lars Lindstrom, the factory Honda legacy. Lars Lindstrom didn't stumble into the role of HondaHRC's 450 team manager. He was practically born into it. His father, Gunnar Lindstrom, was a Swedish motocross pioneer and helped shape Honda's early off-road programs in the US. For Lars, the sport wasn't just a job, it was the family business. He started from the bottom, literally wrenching in the trenches. As a mechanic, Lars was known for his attention to detail and calm under pressure. Over the years, he earned trust inside the factory Honda walls, eventually climbing his way into a leadership role. Now, he's the man calling the shots for one of the most iconic teams in motocross history. Under his leadership, HondaHRC has seen a resurgence. With riders like Chase Sexton and now Jet Lawrence making headlines, Lars has helped steer the team into a new golden era. Titles, consistency, professionalism, it all runs through him. But what really sets Lars apart is his ability to balance legacy with innovation. He understands the weight of the Honda name, and he's proving that heritage doesn't mean standing still. It means setting the pace. Ian Harrison, KTM's South African strategist. Before he was the boss, Ian Harrison was a wrench, a hands-on technician who built his reputation in the trenches of professional motocross. A native of South Africa, Harrison came to America under the wing of Roger DeCoster, learning the craft of race management from one of the sport's greatest minds. Today, Ian leads the Red Bull KTM 450 effort, overseeing elite-level talent like Chase Sexton. His leadership style is sharp, focused, and disciplined, just like the program he runs. Harrison mixes European structure with American intensity, a combination that's kept KTM competitive in a fiercely stacked field. Whether it's pushing bike development or managing rider personalities, Harrison stays cool under pressure. He's not loud, he's not flashy, he's just effective. And in this sport, that's everything. Larry Brooks, the veteran at Twisted Tea Suzuki. If there's one word that defines Larry Brooks, it's experience. He's been around the block, from running Jeremy McGrath's factory Yamaha program in the late 90s, to launching Hart and Huntington and guiding Firepower Honda into podium territory. But now, Brooks is back in the spotlight as the team manager for Twisted Tea Suzuki, overseeing none other than Ken Roczen. It's a big name, a bold bike choice, and Brooks is the kind of guy who thrives in that pressure. He brings an old-school mindset, rooted in discipline and grit, but he's also adapted to the demands of modern Supercross. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He says what needs to be said, and riders respect that. With Brooks at the helm, Suzuki's not just surviving, they're contending. Dan Fahie, the steady hand at Kawasaki. Dan Fahie didn't just land at the top of Monster Energy Kawasaki, he earned it, one season at a time. Starting out in logistics and technical coordination, Fahie worked behind the scenes for years, learning the ins and outs of what makes a factory race team run. When the time came, Kawasaki trusted him to lead the 450 program, and that trust paid off. He stepped in during the Ryan Villapoto era, helped navigate the team through Eli Tomac's prime, and now manages the charge with Jason Anderson. Through it all, Dan has stayed out of the spotlight, but fully in control. In the paddock, he's known for being professional, even-keeled, and quietly respected. He doesn't chase headlines, he builds results. And at a brand like Kawasaki, that's exactly what's required. Jeremy Coker, the new chapter at Triumph. Jeremy Coker could have stayed comfortable. He built Star Racing Yamaha's 450 team from the ground up, took it from new kid on the block to championship contender. But comfort doesn't drive Coker. Challenge does. Now, he's heading up the boldest move in modern motocross, launching Triumph's all-new Supercross program. It's a clean slate, new brand, new bikes, and all eyes watching. Coker isn't rattled. His background in team building, logistics, and performance makes him the ideal architect for a program that has everything to prove. He's not inheriting a legacy, he's building one. And with Triumph hitting the gate in 2025, Jeremy Coker's next chapter is just getting started. Behind every gate drop is a team of people whose names you may never hear, but their impact is undeniable. The team managers in motocross carry the weight of expectations, decisions, and sometimes controversy. And while the checkered flag may wave for the rider, it's these leaders who make the race even possible. If you enjoyed this story and want more behind-the-scenes looks at the people shaping motocross, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Got a suggestion for who we should cover next? Drop it in the comments. We read everyone. This is the Moto Report.